subscribe to Fat and Broke.
Xin Chao, what's up everybody? Alright, in this video today, we are going to be talking about the current state of Saigon in the now rainy season and the off season, which is, in my opinion, what one question people always ask: when's the best time to visit? I would say right now. You know, it's taken me years. I'm a little bit slower than most people to figure out. It really slows down after Songkran, you know, the Thai holiday. Seems a lot of people come for Songkran, or they they're going to Thailand, other stuff, so there is some Thai-based processing in there. So it seems to be, as we go into the rainy season as well, the Burnie season starts in North Thailand. It kind of goes into the off season, so that is where we're at now. You've seen this before if you watch the channel. You know, Saigon is very focused to where the action's at, and they put a lot of the action over in District 1, for sure. You know, they focus us over here. I want to cross, so there's nothing over at the wharf. So we'll cross over here and go to a new area compared to last time. If you are scared to cross the street on this particular road, you can go ahead and come to this crosswalk and hit the button. If not, you can just pull a Fat and Broke and just walk across the street like your typical Vietnamese does. Sometimes you'll get a nice one like that that'll stop, get another guy. Yeah, you can put your hand out. If you're coming around a big bus or a big car where they maybe are not going to see to the left, you might want to throw a hand out like that. So first off, I want to ask, how's everybody doing today? I'm going to keep the videos coming. I'm trying not to film videos just for the sake of filming videos. I'm trying to come up with fresh new ideas and really keep the channel to keep growing. So one thing I am doing is it's no longer getting published to subscribers and people that follow the channel, which sounds crazy to you, but it pushes me to new people out there. I don't know how YouTube works. People think they do, but honestly, I don't really think people do. I think there is definitely some choosing. We can talk about that, why not, for like 10 minutes. This is going to be a long video of like what stuff looks like right now and new stuff open, but there is definitely some manual choosing of who makes it in what region and how they do things. You know, there's some big insight into this on how the Kick platform works, on how they give you kind of a small window chance. And if you don't have success in that window chance, it might be a long time before you get another one, but they do give you the window. I don't know if people shadow ban, if platforms do. You hear creators talk about it, like when they get a number drop and stuff. Honestly, I'm not too far deep into all that anymore. Like, my thing with me, if you want to think what you want to think about me, that's up to you. Like, I'm not going to tell you how to think about me. And if people want to make stuff about me and talk smack, that's up to you. You know, I'm not going to try to let that stuff affect me anymore. I'm not too worried about like the growth, all this stuff. Of course, I want to have all these things go up. You know, financially, what I do for a living is all this stuff online, you know. So we are over currently behind Quin Quay. We are actually at the site of what is now Da Vinci, which is also what's happened now. This was Posh before that. I think it was one more thing in the interim, is I think they sold it back to the Hotel Grand, because the whole entire area is gutted on the inside. They've sold the DJ equipment, they've sold all the chairs, all the cookery inside. All the stuff's gone now, so I think there's a high possibility that this should have never been a club. This area should never be a party area. Like, they tried to do a club here like 15 times too. You know, I almost worked at this club as well. But you can tell, like, now if somebody pulls me into something, if anything like that ever happened again, and let me be the word to a wise on business in Vietnam. I know we're scrambling all over different topics here, but why not? It's the Fat and Broke channel. If you're gonna do a business here in some kind of way of something like that, you get a contract. If you're gonna work, you get a work permit. If you're married, you can be work permit exempt and still work because you're exempt from it. I know you're like, what? Yes, This depends on what you're doing and different things, but either way, you need to get a contract and never work a day without getting paid here. You know, we're gonna do series on that. I want to word it correctly, and I think a lot of it'll be on Patreon because I don't want to have a negative look about Vietnam on my channel, because really I'm not negative about it, and like I don't want to talk about how business is poor here on the YouTube channel to make it look like I'm like bashing Vietnam. So I think it'll be stuff we probably talk about in depth on Patreon videos. Again, the Patreon, by the way, there is so much content on there. If you're not happy if you sign up for the Patreon, honestly, I don't know what to tell you. I'm a part of 2 other people's Patreons that are pretty high up and make a bunch of money, and they don't even put out a fraction of the content that I put out on Patreon nowadays. So yeah, if you want to check that out, it is available there, patreon.com/fatandbroke. Probably wasn't the greatest selling point there, but I think there is a good value on there is what I'm saying. We've got some tourists over here. You know, compared to Bangkok, this is what I absolutely love about Saigon, Vietnam, is you're not seeing a lot of tourists. Like, I don't think I would ever be appealed here if there was a lot of tourists. The only places I don't mind a lot of tourists here is like on Boy Vane if you go to party. But I don't think I would have a big appeal here. And I'm not so sure I'm set on like building malls, but I've been thinking about this for a while. You let me know in the comment section, what can they do? What do you think they can do to entertain more in Saigon? I feel that it can be a pretty boring city during the days if you're really not drinking, mongering, and just purely exploring. Now, I think you could definitely do weeks of exploring if you especially started going to like District 6, like all the other districts, but like really, how many different days, come south, how many different days can you really, you know, come on them? Like really, how many days can you, and, you know, day tour a different district and get a different cuisine? At the end of the day, you know, there's probably 3 or 4 or 5 different ways to have each dish, depending on where the region's at. Central, north, south, maybe central, you know, and then different varying mid regions. But yeah, I think there's some definite possibility to adding a nice big mall here, but one, where would you add it? And it all needs to go around the metro system. The problem here is like, and I think this is what happened in Bangkok, is they just started running out of areas to put shit, and that's like why in Bangkok, like you'll be traveling around and it's a complete pain in the butt to get around pretty much like everywhere there. It's so spread out because I think they had to. Like, where are you going to put a mall in District 1 right now? I've personally been mentally like thinking of like, where would we put one? Like where could we actually put a big proper mall, like something like if you had a Terminal 21 here, a product like that, or even the one, there's one I like better. Everybody likes Terminal 21 because that's where all like the D-Gen stays over at now that I know the area more, but that's where like all the D-Gen stay over by that Soi 4 type deal. They want to kind of be like over there. But that other mall where you go downstairs, where there's like the Taco Bell and all that down there, that if you had a mall like that and a Terminal 21, just those 2 products alone, and then tie it into the metro system and build skywalk systems, shoo-wee! Now there's huge talks. Their big thing is, I think they've got like, Vietnam's got something where they don't like Thailand, it seems to me. Like, you never hear them comparing Saigon to Bangkok, which in my opinion is probably the most things that should be compared. They're geographically right next to each other. I think they have close to the same population. Correct me, I could be wrong. Swing or sway, 5 million either direction. But I think they're pretty similar. And you know, if you look at the first line of the metro system here, it's actually set up pretty slick. And if the other lines all get set up right and they actually get it all done, the first line is going to be operational. There's like a lot of hate on my my additional piece onto the subway metro opening news. But they're talking more and more about it in Viet News all over, and they're ready to go. They are literally, they're ready to go now. So it's fully done and fully operational already right like this second. So it's just a matter of time before that they actually go live. And the crazy thing, they posted a 500K profit on the Hanoi Line 1 in Hanoi. You would not think that they're gonna post a profit off of a metro line that quick, but they are. So that means a lot of people are taking the, I'm trying to get like a good thumbnail. You can get one of these thumbnail. These are pretty girls. Let's get a thumbnail. Come on, girls, hit me with the post. Get their faces lined up. I could not say this is better weather, but absolutely perfection. It is 75 degrees right now, about an 18, 14 mile per hour wind, maybe 12 mile wind. No sun out whatsoever, great cloud coverage. Things are open, not a lot of people out, no queues for anything. There are queues for stuff though, surprisingly. If you go to the War Museum, they're doing a good job on getting people to do tours in all sizes here, and like large tours, but they're dropping them off at the museum so that can get a queue. And this thing has a huge queue at night. The sightseeing bus on a, we can watch this for a second too. You guys love these TikTok dances. They're not playing the music, so we can film it. This sightseeing bus on the weekend, forget about it, 2-hour wait. And they set up multiple lines that have 2-hour waits, so the sightseeing bus right here. I do recommend the sightseeing bus. We are gonna do a video on it sooner than later. I think what we're gonna start to do is really focus on things that I can do. We can go to North Vietnam. I think that's what we're gonna do next. We can go to Laos, we can go to Cambodia, and we can go to Thailand. So we're gonna start conquering all those areas. The affordable places for me to fly and go into. I wanna be getting out of debt, not into more debt, and I'm out of finally some debt. So it would be great to not go more into debt, if you get what I'm saying. So we're trying to keep it to where, yeah. The live streaming stuff, I think maybe we'll talk about in another video. Let's keep this positive. But as far as like drinking, just on a quick side note, yeah, not much at all. I haven't been drinking at all, pretty much. So I haven't been live streaming much as a result, because I don't want to drink at night. And we got the Twinks out front. We'll leave the Twinks alone. So new stuff around here, not an incredible lot. I highly recommend if you're off Quinh Huế to explore down these areas. If you want to see about these apartments over here, these old apartments, my friend has a great, she's actually not my friend, an acquaintance that I would consider a friend if I knew more, but she's got a very nice small YouTube channel. Her name is Trang Vagera, and she has a look at this entire thing walkthrough. I think it's got like 4,000 views for a couple hundred sub channels, so she's pretty good. She might have 1,000, I don't know, I can't remember. Again, no affiliation, no need to be negative, but if you do want to see that, she's probably got a better video and a better edited video than what I would do. You know, doing lots of tight edits and stuff isn't my thing. I'm more of a raw guy, so we're gonna stay in the pocket a little bit on this. We can go down this way. There's a lot of tourists actually over here. Again, like I was talking about, it's because there's not an incredible amount of stuff to do. Like if you're not gonna be a degen and you're not gonna drink and you're not gonna go sit on Boy Vane and drink beers all day and eat the like restaurants that have food from every country, and you've already went and saw the sightseeing, you know, it's a slow vacation. Now, I think it's part of the reason why I love it. I used to really love Japan and the concept. As much now, not. I like the slower vibe. I want to go back to Japan this year. We'll see. I'm trying to focus things that don't put me in a situation to be drinking too. I'm not quite at a point where I think I have like the willpower to be around a lot of people like drinking, or in a cultural environment where people are slamming beers and shit everywhere, I'll definitely feel the need to drink, and then binge drink is where we get it, you know. So my thing is just to stay away from it, and it's been going really good. I mean, I haven't been able to stream because, you know, I feel like I'm gonna drink if I stream, and instead of putting that crutch out there, I just don't do it. So, and actually, if I'm not streaming, I have no urge. I think I'm getting to the point of like right now, these past few days, to where like, why do I need it? What do I need it for? I don't need it. You don't need it. Okay, let's keep walking too. Actually, got to take a Tinkle Winkle little star. Sumimasen. I'll be right back. Oh, you got a little cutie on the bench over here. Little hotte. She's got a boyfriend. I gotta pee. I'll be right back. Okay, if you didn't know, down here, by the way, there's bathrooms. So on both sides. There's a lady down here. There's the woman's. There's 5 bathrooms down here. 2 here, 2 down the other way, and then 1 at the very end. They're all underground. A lot of people don't know that, but now you know, baby. All right. Let's go this way. Crossing the street is the easiest thing as ever, bro. This guy's a bad driver. He's young. It's okay. That's what happens when you're going too fast. Old bike didn't have time to brake. Gang's one of the best experiences you can have. Well, maybe we'll do something there again soon. We've live streamed there before. Old guy with a youngie. I'm gonna start doing videos talking on that. I still, as the years go by, I get firmer in my decision. My interest in a younger woman grows less and less per year. Like as I get older, my attraction to like whichever would want to be like a 20-something girl, like no. When I hear guys say they got less mileage on them and stuff too, I'm talking about like an item. All right, buddy. I don't think none of that really matters too much from my experiences, but this is not the video that we're here for. We are seeing some tourists. It's good to see. Got a little Asian hottie over here with their parents. Solid. Solid 8.5 from here. What do we think? What do we think? Let me know in the comment section. I'm just pointing out things. You can call it whatever you want to call it. I got eyes. I use them. I look at stuff. Yeah, I mean, the weather, I couldn't get over how great. Now, if you're out right now, there's essential tools that you have to have in your bag. And the biggest one is the umbrella. So if you don't have an umbrella, you're absolutely insane. You're gonna get caught in the rain, you're gonna get wet. The second thing is if you're a walker, you need to figure out some kind of situation for rain. My protocol for years was never to get Crocs, and they're the worst. I ended up walking 30,000 steps on these, and I did mess up 1 foot in Bangkok, but it wasn't from the shoe. It was from wearing the same shoe and doing that many mileage every day for 2 weeks straight in Bangkok and never taking a break. So I wouldn't even per se it was the shoes. I should have took, you know what I'm saying, if you walk on the same exact heel that much every day, the same shoe, it's just not good. But you're gonna want something, in my opinion, like that. I've been watching a few of the guys that are popular right now that are like me in my segment on YouTube, which yeah, I never did before. I'm starting to do. Who am I watching? Wayne World. Some Wayne World guy, he's great. Steady Eddie, he's great, and a couple other old timers. And then I'm seeing why like people like me, because I correlate with their content. So they seem to really have it on their face a lot. Like, and they all get more views than me and are better YouTubers. So what do you guys think in the comment section? This isn't a comment about that. I just want to know, do you think I should have it on my face more? Like 80% of these dudes are doing what I used to do and just walk around with the camera like this. So if you guys want to return to that, we can do that. I personally don't want to. I like the intro and then the outro, but you guys let me know. in the comment section. We've got new people and people that have gone. That's why we've changed the algorithm, and we don't post to subscribers anymore, because there's so many subscribers that don't watch videos anymore. So it puts you in a different thing when you deselect pushing it to subscribers. I've been watching like tips and tricks videos now too. I'm trying to improve. So I'm doing the best. I want to start doing all the best I can and fully put 100% effort into it and respect everybody's time that watches the videos, and then plateau up so I can make even more of a financial living from it for the future. You know, I'm not trying to get rich or viral or famous. Your boy just wants to help some people out that have an interest in travel in the way I do, and maybe want to live in Southeast Asia like I do, and then to pay my bills and pay my rent, and then eventually save up for my retirement and my wife's and my kids and their school and all that. Not that I'm not now, but you understand what I'm saying. So now we are in the hot topic debate. These videos are getting huge views. Again, I'm going to reciprocate that I will not be pushing out the videos to subs really. So I think if you have everything set to all, it's going to put it in your feed anyway. So if you've got the bell set to all, you're going to get it in the feed. But I'm going to talk more about this stuff. We are in the Lady Bar Mecca. So this is where all the lady bars are. I say it's 100% pass unless you have a friend that knows what they're doing. You would be an absolute fool to come here. If you really want to go on a tour, like somebody hit me up for a tour, we're talking hundreds and hundreds of dollars you're gonna have to give me. So I don't know that a lot of people, I mean, a lot of people did give me that for tours, but it has to be me knowing it's really worth my time to take you here, but I can do it. But I mean, even that price of like showing you here and that stuff, it's gonna be infinitely helpful. The amount of knowledge I bust you out in one night is pretty off the chain. Like, really, that's what it is. It's a handling on all. This really gives you kind of a teaching on how everything works, though. But all this stuff is lady bars. This Welcome Inn, this Snug Pub, Bunny Bar, Cheers, Moonlight, Tasty, Chili, Bomb, all lady bars. But I was talking in the one video, you're seeing like the coffee eatery, the other clothing shop. There's a regular massage shop in here now. They've got Fatties. You know, Fatties made a pretty poor decision on the way they handled whatever our situation was. I'm still a much better person than the people that own that place. So if you're an over 55-year-old gentleman and you're from Britain or Australia and you need to watch football and all that shit and want to hang out with dudes like-minded, that's going to be the spot to go. You know, I'm man enough to still admit that that's one of the more premier sports bars. More lady bar, more lady bar. Bunny Bar now has girls out here all day. So Bunny Bar opens up, I want to say Bunny Bar's been opening up at 2 p.m. But they're out here every day by 4. So for sure they're out here by 4. This is Belgo, the Bambino, one of my subscribers' son that watches me, that was like 12 or 14, which fucking, oh, pardon my French, freaked me out, but also was sort of cool. They bought a drink for me. Shout out. Forgetting the names right now, but shout out. They were legends. We did that on stream. Here's an Izakaya, a new Izakaya. Seems to be nice. Their business hasn't been incredibly popping, but you know, it is what it is. M Hotel. I would really make sure if you're going to be spending a lot of time here to get a balcony. But if you know you don't use a balcony and if you don't smoke in any kind of way of anything, do not worry about getting a place with a balcony on. I even like a balcony even if I don't smoke anymore at all, but I still like to, I don't really drink that much either, but to kick back and have a beer, man, go freaking hottie over here, bro. What we got over here? This guy's trying to hide from the camera. I like it how people think that they're special. It's always the weirdest reason when you talk to people, like why they don't want to be on camera, hiding from somebody. Like the real reason I think is always hiding. They don't want somebody to see them on camera. They're hiding. You know, people used to tell me a lot of people come here to run away from stuff, and the more you live here, you kind of realize there is some truth. Thailand especially. Go walk around Pattaya in Bangkok, you will get accosted. You will get somebody that's pissed off every time you go out and film. There wasn't a time almost every time. Lady bars, all that stuff, we've done that already. Let's go down here. Let's see. I'm in no hurry. We can walk through the mall, the middle of it, just over and to the right. I don't mind. Nice little blast of aircon, but you don't even need it. I don't even have a sweat going right now. Honestly, the best time to come here. You know, if you're a dude that's into mongering, you know, off season, of course, you're gonna save money. Everything's a negotiation. There's no like set price. You know, I really want to go back to Cambodia and shoot Phnom Penh. I haven't really decided. The thing is we need more people on the stream and like to assist in aiding us to get places. I'm finally getting caught up on bills. Like, I mean, really, if you want to help out, or if you want to see me go other places, jump on over to kick.com/fatandbroke. I'm over here live streaming. I don't stream when I shoot the YouTube videos really anymore because I respect each clientele differently, and I don't want to disrespect people's time. So we'll just go through this way and hook here. Wow, there's always something going on here. It's pretty cool the way they always got something fancy. It's usually some kind of top tier brand too. Stand by me. So this is Saigon Center. The shopping here, I would say, is a C. The food court's pretty decent at the bottom. There's a couple good hot pot barbecues up top as well. I think there's a man wall up there that's pretty good, pretty bodacious. It does, even the aircon blast, even when it's nice out, is still great. It's a great cool down. So yeah, the thing with the streaming is, you know, my identity on streaming for so long was it's what we're doing now, but would be to go into the night and drink and interact with people. And now I don't drink, so it's way different. It's not what it once was. Yeah, it's been about a year struggle with trying to figure out that alcohol not good in copious amounts for me. Like really, really nail it down. Costing me money, friends. Who else knows what else? But ultimately, not booze fault, all my fault, and all choices I made. So, you know, just not continue to fuck up and move forward. So that's the name of the game these days. Setting up for another festival, eh? I'll take it. You know, it's so disappointing where they set up festivals. I want to do rants, like, tell him. Now. But like, you let me know, like, where do you want to do? I heard that umbrella coming off. Where do you want to do? Where do you want to do? Do you want to hear rants? Do you want to hear me like talk shit about stuff, or like no? Like, all good if you don't. All good if you do. But you let me know. Do you want to hear me like I could do a 20-minute sermon on like why the Banh Mi Festival was still not an ideal location this year. They put it in a way bigger venue, but it got rained out and muddy. Like, why couldn't you set this up for the Banh Mi Festival? It's their most popular festival too, by the way. 150,000 people went through that thing in like a 48-hour period, which that doesn't sound like a crazy amount of people, but trust me, 150,000 people is a gigantic amount of people. So the numbers they put in, you can't afford to put the Banh Mi Festival here. It had rain. Guess what? All we needed was these tents, all this set up all the way down here you just set up down here where Bentham Market is and go down here. Like, these streets aren't integral to traffic, guys. They're not, man. And you can have it set up during the day where you have free flow traffic come through here like they have now. And then like open this up at night and maybe let them plow out into the walkway and stuff. So that's what I would do. Quite a few tourists over here. I'm peeking here real quick. Let's take a look. Everything is very overpriced in here right now. If you're gonna come in here, you guys better bargain like champions. If you want to see the video for this, it's about a month ago, 2 months ago, and then the Bentham Market video guide, updated guide, is on Patreon. Yeah, not a lot of tourists. You can see, compared to the last video we did here 2 months ago, look how off this is. No one down these alleys, no need to go, but the Indians aren't here, you know, even off season for the Indians. Right now, Indians are our #1 tourist. I just read the thing. So as of like, I think this month, India, Korea still. Which, the Indian tourist is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Oh, hey now. The Indian tourist is the weirdest thing I've ever seen because they don't even try Viet food, bro. They won't even try it. They literally, I'm trying to really say If someone knows how to stop saying and can you let me know in the comment section? But the Indian people, they will not eat anything but Indian cuisine. And they won't do anything by themselves. It's like the weirdest group of tourists I've ever seen. They're almost identical to Chinese. But the Chinese will eat other food other than Chinese food. But they're even pretty picky too. Like there's one right here actually. Right here, I think. Oh, this failed already. So it might still be here, but there's like a Chinese restaurant right here. And this is catering strictly to the Chinese tourism because they don't want to try any cuisine. It's a weird state of travel. People like to pick on me about that. Like, I love Taco Bell, so I'll eat Taco Bell. You know, when we go back to Thailand soon, Taco Bell is going to be in my repertoire of food, probably on a daily basis for a while. I love it, and like, I don't have a problem with that if that's what you love. But you better bet I'm going to eat a bunch of Thai food too. Like, I ate a tremendous amount of Thai food last time. I even had like, out of a 10, I had a 7 out of 10 food poisoning the entire trip in Thailand, and I still kept eating Thai food and going and streaming 14 hours a day. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful weather. We're just gonna keep walking. I think we'll go till this SD card gets empty. So this will be like an hour-long video. The channel's doing already way better. I can tell you, I think the algorithm definitely works in some way that if they see that you're a grinder, aka someone that just puts out a volume of content, that they reward you for that. Bro, all the stuff that people think they know, they don't know. But it seems to be when I put out more videos, they just get more views. It's as simple as that. If I put out less videos, they get less views. And you let me know what you think that is in the comment section, if you actually know what you're talking about. We're at the beautiful Ben Thon Market. We're also going to be doing some pretty exciting videos I'm working on for Saigon. I'm not going to talk too much about, but it's going to be different than what I've ever done. So, and it's just going to be one of many starting into that whole rabbit hole of what that's going to be. There's other YouTubers that do it here, but we're going to do it because I have an interest in it. And people don't know the biggest slums of Saigon are right here in District 1. So I'm not going to really get too much into it. You'll see it when we start making the videos. So it's going to be pretty interesting though. People have no idea. Shit, have no idea. And we'll be highlighting the movie along with. There's all kinds of stuff. I've got ideas for other stuff. Might not everybody be interested in it, but it'll be fun for me to shoot. I enjoy doing YouTube a lot still. So, you know, we got a YouTuber over here flying around with his DJI 3. I enjoy doing YouTube and I enjoy streaming. Streaming has not been as fun. YouTube's always still fun though. I haven't lost any jazz with going out and shooting a YouTube video. that's still very much fun. Streaming has not been as fun as it once was, but we'll find our way. A lot of tourists down here. Good amount of tourists in Bentham Market. We should have shot through the middle, huh? All right. I know we usually do in these videos, so let's go around, shoot through the middle. Shoot through that booty. I'll stop taking those. Have to start being more PG too. Gotta be PG from now on. So I start editing down the content more to make myself more G-rated. It's okay. Alright, coming up to Bentham Market. Walk through the middle of this. I could have a 5-hour conversation about fake market stuff. There are people that really like to buy this stuff and think it's great and like have it in their head that there should be some kind of value paid for this other than just really what the clothing itself is worth or the material, which is blows my mind, dude. What did I have some blowback on? Saigon Central, somebody tried to tell me what's up. Like it's as good as real, and I'm sorry, dude, nothing fake is ever gonna be of any value. And this stuff is so poorly made. Like, I preach the truth on this, you know. I wore the shirts here. I had 32 of them for a reason, because you could never wear them more than once. And if you had to go wash it, you had to get it dry cleaned. You can't wash it. Any kind of water you put it in, it would shrink like 12 sizes. So this stuff is not like, there's some things in here. Like I bought a few bags that lasted. There's stuff that you can get, of course, in here. It's still funny how much they want for like rollies. Remember, dude, you can get a Rolex for 500K. Got best quality here at 500K. See, he's at 1,500,000 now. You could get those all the way to 500. If they were smart, like if this lady was smart, but she don't want to, it's a reason. Like these stall ladies, they don't want to hire anybody because they don't want to lose any of their money that they make into their pocket, but do what Thailand does and start putting hotties. Now, there's a couple hotties here that guys film over and over, but you know. Put a girl in here, have her put her goods out, like that roadie lady, and you'll be selling all the tea in the world. For sure. And you'll make it TikTok famous. People like that stuff, man. Like there's almost nothing I really like on that TikTok short format stuff. It's trash. The YouTube short is trash. Like I like the Kurt guy. He's like in I think Vietnam now. The dude that just pretty much copy and pasted Balder. Sure, I think that's like how he naturally is. He's just a guy that's a lot like Balder's content. I think Balder just beat him to it, and he's just like younger. But he makes all these YouTube shorts here, and they're all like whatever. They're not very accurate. Like one's he's like saying this old lady never heard of Coca-Cola, and she's saying in Viet like she has, and she's had it before, and like he's directly putting in the video she's never has. A bunch of other stuff weird like that too. But it's okay. Like he, you know, I think it's his first time in this area, so. And he's got like the GI clothing on. I get it all for content. I'm just not a fan of YouTube shorts. I think I don't like short format. We're not going to beat that horse either. We've talked about that a million times. We know I don't like it. It's a path to success though, for sure. He's blowing up, bro. That dude's hyper more successful than I am. Whew. She got a lot of tattoos. It's just these two places are the best. People say this one's better. They're both fine, dude. People go to this one more. When I first got here, it was not this one, and it was this one. and then it became not this one and this one. I think you're talking literally a price difference of 15 cents on like literally on $100, maybe 20 cents. So I mean, if you're exchanging 100 grand, I think it could make a difference. That's cool, cool little e-bike. I think almost get an e-bike next. I wanted to get like a motorcycle again, but I never drive. I like literally never drive. We don't drive anywhere. She don't drive, I don't drive, I walk. She takes Grab. The problem with driving is if you can't park in front of like the building, a couple hot massage girls, one girl's young. If you can't park in front of the place, it's a pain in the ass, man. Like parking at a mall is a pain in the ass. It is a process. Like if you go to the mall, for example, on a weekend, oh, you're parking like, sometimes you'll be driving like 10 floors down. You'll be like, how is this even possible? You'll feel like you just drove to the center of the earth. But you'll be in like the straight up basement. It'll be 900 degrees down there. That whole process will take 15 minutes to leave. Half hour just for parking. So that's why I'm a huge proponent of live where you're gonna play and work. If you could possibly wrap it all up, try to do it all in one place. So all this, arguably, great products out here, because I'm a staple of Vietnam. But the same shit they have in Ben Thanh Market is out here all for 100K or less. So if you want to not negotiate and get all the same exact shit out here for 100K and not negotiate and just be done with it and get it over with fast and quick, there's a couple of these. There's one here, there's another one. I think there's 3 or 4 of these all together. So all the surrounding streets are more affordable. It's the same with Boi Vinh. Over on Boi Vinh, Boi Vinh itself is shit. Pretty expensive. There's some cheap spots in the middle, but as you actually go off to the side alleys is where you get the good deals. I do not think I'm eating that guy's kebab. Sorry. He does not have the motivation and drive that I want in the kebabi salesman. All right, now we're gonna walk towards, I think we can pull off Boi Vinh. We got 10 minutes left, so let's try to get over to Boi Vinh and pull that off. We'll try to do the full tour. So all the way from where the tourists would be. This is the most viral coffee shop we talked about before. So this is literally, this was one of the first to set off the huge viral 60K coffee bullshit that Vietnamese actually paid for because they're like, I want the picture. Like this place is kind of capped, bro. Like if you're gonna charge that much for your coffee and tea, make it taste really good then. We got a white girl over here. A little bit of side booby. Oh, we got 10 minutes. We gotta beat tracks, bro. We gotta beat tracks over this mother trucker. If you are walking across the street right now and you, for example, had a cell phone out, so like if you literally had a cell phone out and you're like following Google Maps, there's a very, very high likely in this area right here, you would get your cell phone literally stolen out of your hands. So do not be having your cell phone out, walking around this area. This whole area we've been walking, and now we're getting into the shady parts at night where shit gets stolen because everybody's drunk around here. This is where there's not direct like jumping on you and stealing your shit mugging here, but crimes of opportunity, aka you walking across a street where a guy's on his bike going 30 km and he can grab your phone and just keep going, he will do it. They will do it. I don't know why, but they do. And no, I don't think they go drive around looking for it. I think it's just like the guy that stole my bike, my phone, was just a regular dude with his girlfriend on the back, and she looked at him like, what the F? And I think she actually hit him. I swear. I could be adding that to the story to make it sound cooler, but I'm pretty positive she hit the guy too. I don't even know how much, like, you're not getting much for these phones, dude. There's so many phones in the market here. I would imagine you get $100, but I guess that's still $100 more than what you didn't have. Like if you steal an iPhone and it's locked, they're pretty easy to unlock though. It takes like 10 minutes. At least here anyways. All right. Turn it off for a little bit. I still got more shit to say, so. I was gonna say, I'm also going to, when we travel, I think the way I want to format the videos is like the whole day. So like when we go somewhere new, you know, we'll show like around the area in the morning, walk and talk a little bit about the area, and go and eat some food somewhere, then go see a little bit of nightlife, and edit that all into like a 20-minute video, and kind of do some stuff like that as well. And then also do the long format walks, food review stuff, you know. I've got ideas. I definitely want to try to walk around with the expat everywhere too. Not a podcast, just a walk around, you know. Daddy? It's weird not drinking booze here. I'm not gonna lie. It's very much in Cambodia, Thailand, and Vietnam and Philippines. It's very easy to like drink. And it almost feels out of place if you don't drink. I mean, maybe at first. I think soon it won't. 6 precious minutes till we're on the greatest party street in all of Saigon, Vietnam. I'm trying to find some newer places to go walk around. You know, I'm researching District 9, so we're gonna try to bring you some new spots too. A lot of this stuff is just talking, man. Like I've been watching some of the other bigger YouTubers where they just do the same thing, but they'll just sit in a room and never leave their room their entire YouTube career and just talk shit about other people. Like, what did I watch the guy talking shit about today? Like this 25-year-old kid just, I don't know. They pick whatever's like trending on Twitter and talk about it and try to make it relevant. And who did I watch him talk about today? Oh, some TikTok. I watched some guy talk about the most famous female TikTok girl, and like it was just like a hate piece, and like the girl didn't even do anything. Like she just became famous because she's kind of cute, and like her whole family, and they've got like this reality show on Hulu, which I kind of want to watch now. But like it was a half-hour thing. It's just like it's got like 250,000 views. It's like this young kid that wasn't even born till after 9/11, and he's got like a Ferrari, and he makes so much money, and like that's all he does. He literally just sits behind a desk with a camera, a nice camera pointed at him. So it's interesting. It's marketing and how you do yourself. I'm learning stuff. Like we got to change. It's just me talking. Oh, I see a hottie at. It's 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock, boys. Holy shit. 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Oh, yeah. All right. Now, this is going to be one of the more affordable alleys. This is actually the preferred older man or just general savings expat alley. There's a good value of pasta. You can get pasta, tacos, salads, Thai food, curries. You can literally get food from anywhere. It's not the greatest, but it's all affordable, like 100, 200K, 20K, 30K beers. So, this is the most, come on. So this is like the most affordable spot to consistently hang out every day on Boy Vane, which a lot of people still do. Like, I know my homeboy Tom still pretty much stays here when he comes here, which I get it. But that's what makes like Phnom Penh and even Bangkok, even Pattaya, a little bit more attractive is there's more shit to do during the day. I think the biggest problem I'm starting to come to conclusion-wise is Saigon's lack of stuff. There's like a lack of shit to do just in Vietnam, but I find that there's a lack of shit to do everywhere. One hyper good thing about like Japan is there's never anything that's not going on there, but it kind of like shuts down at midnight, but unless you drank, so like a billion different things, you know? I don't know where I'm going with that. I'm definitely feeling way more intelligent not drinking, by the way. So like, just not boozing. I want to stand here. But just not like boozing has 100% more thumbnails maybe. Has 100% made me feel better and smarter and sharper. The backside problem, dude, is like I can't drink it all now. If I have one beer, like I'll have a drink every once in a while, but I had like a strong horse, I don't know, I think yesterday, and I woke up with like a headache this morning. I had literally one strong horse, and I woke up a little. It is absolutely off season. I'll keep recording, don't worry. We'll fire. I'll make some room on the SD card. Oh, we did a long run today. I have no money, so I'm not sitting here anyways. Like, I could stream right now in my head as we end this stream, but I know it's not good for me, so I won't. It's possible I will, but I'd rather not drink than stream, and I need to stream and make money, but my alcoholism is a bit more important at this current moment. All right, here's the pizza oven. They still got the half off pizza, so I think this pizza deal is pretty good. You want that half off pizza, come get it. Dodo Pizza's down here too. What's down on this side? Oh, let's keep walking down here. That's what people want to see. I'm going to put the rest of Boy Vane on the Patreon. So if you want to see the rest of Boy Vane, jump on over to the Patreon. Thank you so much. Stay frosty. Have a fantastic day. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out.